Make sure you clap it up.
It's about that time.
Yeah.
Don't start. All right, guys. So without further ado, let's get into some of the inventory. I want you to tell us, bottom dollar, what can I get on a hardtail? How much? What are we looking at?
Like your most basic one?
Most basic. I want you to show me.
But usually I go from top to bottom. But you want to
Well,
go
we go
backwards?
from top to bottom.
Okay.
So let's
Alright.
do top to bottom.
Well, I mean, I usually talk about e-bikes first. You know?
Okay, let's talk about an e-bike first. Give me. Justin, you want to get in on this?
You sell the best and then the rest.
Yeah, that would be better to say.
There you go.
All right. Well, Justin, come over here.
So you sell the best and then the rest.
Let me stop this real quick.
Get off my hand!
Tomatoes. Wolf Tick Nation, thank you guys for tuning into once again another Wolf Tick Videos episode. Guys, on today's episode, here recently we went to the Bike Chicks Bike Shop, Simpson's Fitness and Adventure Sports in Tyler, Texas. We showed you guys the I guess the one of the cheapest bikes to the most expensive as far as hardtails go, right?
Well,
we showed you guys a lineup.
We showed a lineup of hardtails. I don't know if it was their. I know their least expensive and their best seller was in there. I don't know about their most expensive.
Okay.
It might have been.
Well,
but
we
anyway.
showed you guys a lineup of hardtails. Everybody seemed to love that video.
What I was surprised was how many people asked, "Where's the full suspension?" or "Where's the more expensive
That
bikes?"
was, and guys, get this. We filmed a full suspension with Justin and the Bike Chick, so we definitely got that done.
A couple.
And what's funny is you guys started asking for it. We were just like, well, we'll know how much of the audience is going to actually want to see that stuff. But we got it. So I think on today's episode, we are going to show you guys the full suspension.
We got a deep track, so we're going to dig down in there and get some deep tracks.
Dig down deep, show you guys the full suspension lineup at Simpson's Fitness and Adventure Sports. Well, they have to offer. And yeah, some of their new models.
Lazine.
Yeah, Lazine. But guys, without further ado, let's get into the episode. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's see what Tyler, Texas has.
And don't hate because they're expensive. We know they're expensive. That's why we didn't originally show them, but a lot of you wanted to see them.
You guys wanted to see them.
That one. There you go. Is that slow enough?
No, okay, I can say you sell the best and then the rest.
We had to get Justin over here.
It's been recording for a
This
minute.
is J.O. Lori's husband.
Oh,
Yeah. Is Jay not preferred?
I thought we were going the real bike dude.
I keep telling that he won't stick with that. I try to tell him like 100 times.
All
Wait till you see this footage of us coming down.
That's right.
All right, guys, so we got Jay here, the real bike dude, right? That's Lori's husband. And now you're pretty much one of the salesmen on the floor, right?
Pretty much.
We actually work together.
Yeah.
I know you guys do.
I'm the warmer.
Who's the
kinda...
Who's the finisher? Who finishes the sale?
No, I do.
Yeah, you're the
I do,
closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you emphasizing their sales tactics?
All right, so this is what we got, guys. We're gonna start from the best to the rest.
Yeah, we
right?
show the best and the rest.
That's
All
right.
Now we're
So we're going to go backwards. Well, we'll have to re-edit this.
No, we'll go backwards. Let's see full suspension.
Yeah.
What can I get? I just hit the lotto. All right.
And
Okay.
you might recognize this bike
Yeah.
because this might have been one that I brought to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Is that the carbon one?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember when you brought that one the first trip down. So we really rode together. Okay, so what do we got going on here?
So
Once you
this
guys talk
is
to the
the-
camera, explain it,
This
please.
is the Trek Fuel EXE. This is their brand new electric bike that's totally silent really much. And it just gives you a little bit of power and assist to it.
So everything that we see on this bike is just how I can buy it on the floor.
Yeah.
Correct.
Electric.
And there's different...
Even the reflectors and all the
There's different
other
levels,
safety
but this is
aspects
just
to
going
it.
to be like their intro version.
Okay.
Carbon fiber.
Oh, it's carbon fiber?
Yeah, almost.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
anything
this,
over like
this is carbon.
$3 grand doesn't need that.
Wow. And what's the weight?
So this
Well,
one's
it's
going to
an
be about.
e-bike, but it's light for an e-bike.
So this one is their entry level fuel EXE. So it's everything on this bike is going to be carbon, no matter what level you get. The difference is the components change.
Okay.
So you start getting your upper end
The
components.
frame is carbon.
This starts going carbon, where it's aluminum now. Okay,
Really?
so all that stuff starts changing.
How much is this?
This one right here is right around, I think,
We usually don't talk about price, we just talk about the features, but it's $64.99.
64. Yeah.
That's not
$64.99.
as bad as I thought.
No, I was thinking.
I was looking for 10
Yeah.
grand.
I was thinking
No.
10, 12 grand. We're getting how much travel up front, how much travel in the rear, Justin? You know?
You got 150 in the front, 140 in the rear.
Okay.
And on the regular bike, that's not an e-bike version of this, which is just a Fuel EX without the E, that is going to be a 140 front, 130.
Okay, so it drops a little bit.
Correct.
Now, as far as the wheel set goes, is that something that's tubeless ready, or is it that
It's
tubeless
already,
compatible?
it's already,
or-
it's already got the seal in there.
Yeah, it's already got tubeless ready on this one.
Now, last question I'm gonna ask on this before we go to the next bike. Battery level, how many miles can I get out of this thing if I want to, was it like touring mode or sport
Yeah,
mode? Or?
so this doesn't
If you
really say
if you want
that.
to get down and boogie in it, you probably have about a 20
This
mile
has got
radius.
3 different levels
Okay.
on it.
But
So
so this
that's
one also comes with because it doesn't have
range extender.
it has a range extender, which is an external battery that sits here and plugs in, and so it gives you that extra range like a rail has.
Interesting. Okay. I don't really like riding 20-something miles, so I'll be set on this. You know what I mean?
You don't need to
But
ride
hey,
e-bikes anyway.
We can put you in a fuel. I mean, we can put you in an EX category or in a
Electric category.
electric
I was
category
gonna
for
do
the
it.
for the race. No
I
worries.
just might be riding this bike this week. All right, next bike.
We're gonna go to an aluminum
Okay.
full suspension.
Okay.
All right, so this is the Top Fuel. This one's gonna be, which one is this one? This one's just
Top Fuel 8.
the 8.
So
It is set up tubeless already.
the difference between a Top Fuel 8 versus what we just picked up, this actually has a better set of componentry than what that e-bike did.
Really? Now, explain to me a couple of the differences.
So this is going to have an XT Shimano setup on the back one as far as the rear derailleur goes.
Okay.
It's going to have an SLX cassette, which is a 12-speed cassette. It's going to have an XT shifter.
12 speed. Wow.
What they did with this Top Fuel basically is they went a bigger bottom bracket, which means that it went a little wider this way. So they put an external cut bottom bracket versus a press fit on the inside. So it's external cut, made it wider, made it bigger. Kind of did the same thing with everything here. They started making everything that was a bearing bigger. And so everything wider, bigger means it's gonna be more stable.
More stable.
So this
And I guess more durable.
Correct.
You say, right?
Right. So the wheel itself, this wheel probably is a stronger wheel than what was on the Fuel EXE. Just because it's a better wheel all around, it's gonna have more, it has a way better hub, so when I pick it up and spin it, you can hear it.
Okay.
So that one, if you pick it up, it's going to be click, 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 you know, it doesn't have that, so.
So then points of engagement, I guess, right?
Correct.
Now, tell me the fork up front and then the shock.
This is going to be a 120, 120.
120, 120.
This is your down country.
down
bike.
country?
Yeah.
All right.
Which is really cross country, but
It's a little bit above.
yeah, it's a little bit of both.
It's
So
a more
they're,
aggressive cross country.
right, they're kind of making it more trail oriented versus cross country.
It looks really good.
It's a sweet bike.
So that's the middle of the road, full suspension.
correct.
All right, now, do we have a...
We have a base end.
Base end? Perfect. Let's look at the base end full suspension.
So
Now, next bike selection, Justin's telling us that these two are pretty much the same price, which is?
it's going to be around $26.99. So
Okay, $26.99.
These are your base end full suspension.
Okay.
Okay, so we looked at the Top Fuel. So this is a Top Fuel 5 where this was a Top Fuel 8, okay? So the Top Fuel 5 is just the very, very base end of this bike, which is still an aluminum bike, okay? But we have a Fuel EX5, just like we have a Top Fuel 5, we have a Fuel EX5, which this is the Fuel EX, like the Fuel EXE, right? So this is a 140, 130 travel,
Okay.
120, 120, right? So this one is gonna be the base end of a Fuel EX. You're gonna get a bigger tire versus a smaller tire here. Pretty much the same style wheel. This actually, which is weird, it's kind of hard to explain, but this is a removable, like,
I've seen that. I've seen
So-
that on the trails. I think Lawson had one of those.
so he does.
Yeah.
So this
You
design.
guys remember Lawson? He's
Yeah.
from Tyler, Texas.
So this design used to be on a Fuel EX, which is why we're all kind of like, everything's kind of changed. This used to be a very cross-country style bike. Now it's down country. Well, they've taken this bike and they've taken that feature away, but their Fuel EX 8 and above has that feature. It has that same feature.
That's strange that they just got rid of it, but it's pretty
Correct.
much the same.
Right.
Now, this is 130, 120.
140, 130,
And this
Okay.
one,
120,
And
120.
you lose travel here, but you gain little gadgetry,
Correct.
basically.
is that the
It's
Correct.
just lighter weight.
Yeah,
And
it's
now-
a little bit lighter weight.
Was it where it said these are tubeless as well? Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, they can
I will
be.
say this. This one does come tubeless,
The other
Okay.
one doesn't.
and this one does not. So what they do with the Fuel EXE is, I'm sorry, the Fuel EX5, you're getting, which this is also, it's weird. Trek does different things now, but they do a Generation 5 versus a Generation 6, which is technically last year's model versus the new 2023 model. So that's kind of what they're doing. So this is technically last year's model, but with the 2023 date is what it comes down to.
Okay, gotcha.
So they're giving you an option for the people that absolutely love this style bike and don't want that new stuff. They said, well, we'll leave it around for you and we'll just call it a Gen 5. So that's kind of it. But more than likely the Gen 6, which is the new model, will probably have that same feature. So just little things like that, and it probably will already be tubeless coming out of the gate, you know.
That's interesting.
So
Okay.
same size bar, same size stem, same size everything. And when it comes to all that, you got the same.
Couple of little.
You got a few different things, just more travel with this bike. That's pretty much all they are.
Okay, and that's the Trek Fuel EX5.
Correct.
And the Trek Top Fuel, right?
5.
Both full suspension. So guys, that was the top of the line, middle of the road, and now we've got the entry
basic.
level, right?
Yep.
The basic stuff.
Correct.
And that's full suspension. I can get used to this, just kind of getting a tour of places, you know? It's like me and you always doing all the camera work. I kind of like this here.
I'm still doing the camera work.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Now, I want to look at some hardtails.
Yeah.
I want to see the top, the middle.
That's
Yeah.
our,
So-
that's
So
our.
I'm gonna take you over to her because she's the hardtail queen.
All right, let's
Yeah,
do this.
I don't ride one.
All right, Wolf Dick Nation, you guys wanted some of Simpson's higher end bikes and you just got it. Alrighty, so appreciate you watching this episode. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are not a part of the Wolf Dick Nation, and if you guys want to go ahead and check out the hardtail stuff that's a little bit more our style, a little bit more affordable, you can check out this video as well. But until next time, we will
Point up
see
there in
you
the corner. Point up there in the corner.
up there.
Go to that video.
We'll
if you
see if
want to see
Wolfman
more-
does it right.
Yeah, we'll see if you want the more affordable stuff. Go to that one.
We'll see you on the next episode of Wolf Dick Nation.